Have you dug into their motive? Like, what inspired them to carry out these acts and harbor criminals?
They're deranged is all I can think of. I cannot believe. I think some of these judges think they are beyond. And
I like Pam Bondi. I'm sorry. She said they're deranged. What else you want me to say?
What else can you call it?
Oh, Lord, I like Pam
Why
Bondi.
would you do that?
Would you call Ben Crump and say it's because I'm black?
The guys are dead. Let's just put it that way.
So rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013, came back in our country, commits these crimes, charged with committing these crimes, victims in court. Judge finds out. She goes out in the hallway, screams at the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge. She comes back in the courtroom. You're not going to believe this. Takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out of private exit and tells them to leave, while a state prosecutor and victims of domestic violence are sitting in the courtroom.
Wow. You know, Madam Attorney General, great to have you here, and thanks for coming back on America Report. So we remember these words of Tom Homan, the border czar. This was March 17th, and his message on these judges who apparently are trying to get in the way of this administration's efforts. Listen.
I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
So when you see these judges trying to obstruct your efforts to make this country safer, what is your message to them?
We are going to prosecute you, and we are prosecuting you. I found out about this the day it happened. We could not believe, actually, that a judge really did that. We looked into the facts in great depth. That's her picture up on the screen, Hannah Dugan, who is now in custody. You cannot obstruct a criminal case, and really, shame on her. It was a domestic violence case of all cases, and she's protecting a criminal defendant over victims of crime.
In fact, she just had an initial appearance in court. There's also this other case coming out of New Mexico.
Now, you heard about that already with Miss Dugan, Judge Dugan?
Big Shirley? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she calls herself getting in between the ICE agent and the immigrant that's in court for slapping him. You know what? And they're sitting in the court. And what does Dugan do? She literally gets up and she takes the illegal immigrant to the back, like how the bailiff and all of them will go
to protect them.
Like, you cannot make this stuff up.
Over victims of crime.
In fact, she just had an initial appearance in court. There's also this other case coming out of New Mexico. Judge Joel Cano and his wife were arrested for harboring a TDA member at their home. The alleged TDA member had been picked up by law enforcement, and now he and his wife were picked up and arrested. And you say that you believe, as the Attorney General, that the person that they were having living at their home was a truly potentially bad individual.
Yeah, that's the judge up on the screen now who got arrested. Yeah, his name is Ortega. He was a known TDA member, So he comes through Eagle Pass, December 2023. He's living in our country. January 2025, ICE, they get a tip. Tom Homan's done a great job. Our FBI did a great job on this case too. They get a tip that he is living with a judge and the judge's wife. So they have him arrested first on immigration charges. A Judge Damian Martinez releases him, saying that Judge Cano has a good BS meter and wouldn't let just anyone live on his property.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at...
What? See, that's how they protect each other. That's how they protected this my man right here. He's a fellow judge. He has a good BS meter. He wouldn't put those guys on his ranch if he didn't know that they were good guys. If he didn't firmly believe that they were cool and they were turned away from their ways of being gangsters Do they know? Forget his BS meter. He had somebody in his home staying with him who, in order to become a part of a gang that he was a part of, you have to commit murder. In order to be in that gang, you have to take somebody up out of here. So come on, man. Okay. Maybe I'm overreacting.
You're spot on. I was just waiting my turn.
Yeah, okay. All right. So it's more to this, but okay.
The associations with this violent Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua, and this person that they harbored in their home. He was showing signs through clothing, we were told, tattoos. There was evidence through voice messages and text messages of his association to TDA. So what charges will Cano and his wife face, if any?
So Judge Cano, soon to be former Judge Cano, got his charges were just unsealed. He's charged with obstruction. He admitted post Miranda. He took one of the TDA members' cell phones himself, took it, beat it with a hammer, destroyed it, and then walked the pieces to a city dumpster to dispose of it to protect him. The wife also is charged with destroying evidence. Sandra, not only that, this TDA member, and he had on a necklace that said kill, something about death. He had tattoos all over him. He also had on his cell phone pictures of two decapitated victims, decapitated, gruesome photos. And he was sending them out. And whoever he was sending them to was sending back saying, hey, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be sending these. You shouldn't be texting these photos out. Not only that, these two, the judge and his wife, gave him assault rifles that belonged to their daughter. That's what they're charged with. In the criminal report affidavit, he goes to a shooting range with these assault rifles, with a suppressor, with other known TDA members, and they're shooting. This is the last person that we want in our country, nor will we ever tolerate a judge or anyone else harboring them.
Yo, get out of here. Ain't nowhere in the world.
Yeah.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
Yeah, that's the mom's boyfriend and the daughter's boyfriend. And the judge is paying for it. Oh boy.
Holy crap.
He was living on the property. He was the construction worker. That's what they say in the paperwork.
And he just started dating their daughter.
All I know is that there are family videos online. Okay. And you know how the young guys are. I don't care what young guy it is. The young guys, they put everything on social media. Okay. The gangsters, all of them. They do a crime, they put it on social media. Okay. They're the dumbest set of gangsters I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, they put it on social media, and that's how we got caught. Because they're watching. Like, all this stuff is recorded. And so they found him with a gun. He was already wanted. He came over, seeking asylum, had an order to appear. Of course, they don't go. Then he just stayed like everybody else. Came over 2023. Not a shocker.
But he didn't just stay like anybody else. He's staying with a judge who helped him destroy evidence in his phone just in case FBI ended up getting his phone. That a phone that had decapitated heads on it.
They know woke. They're not dumb. Like, just how they study, whatever the laws are so they can get you over. They study these people, these woke judges, these woke politicians, they understand the sentiment. So when they hear it, they understand the people they can get over on or they can get in with. He one of them.
Okay, woke and all that other stuff, cool. This is just dumb. It's stupid. It's
Yeah,
idiotic for a judge to say, you know what? Come on, come stay with me. Give me your phone. And you know that they got the FBI had already seen it before you even tried to destroy it, bro. They got all of the pictures. They got all of the texts. How did they get you? This dude then broke the phone with a hammer, broke it into many pieces, and then drove somewhere where he thought it was safe to dump it. And they still got all the stuff that was on the phone.
I mean, I guess because Hillary Clinton did it, he probably thought he could do it. I mean, at the end of the day, he should know this already. All right. I don't know what kind of, judge he is, but at the end of the day, like you have that information you can just easily get from whoever the carrier is. They have it already. They don't need your actual phone. And then they can just ping the phone. The phone is never off.
This is nuts. This right here is definitely Netflix worthy. Like this is a story that should be sold to, I don't know.
If you ask me, the last 4
Paramount.
years should be a Netflix movie.
Wisconsin case and Judge Hannah Dugan, because in allegedly letting the perpetrator and the attorney out through a non-public exit and allowed them to get out in front of the building, we had a situation where we've seen that I know Tom Homan was complaining about in Colorado, where there would be no transfer of a defendant from a jail to ICE custody on a detainer request in a way that was orderly and protected public safety. They would dump them off in a parking lot, and then ICE would have to chase them around with the DEA or whatever, or FBI, and pick them up. This ended up in a foot chase in public sight. It says here, a foot chase ensued. The agents, and this was a DEA agent and an FBI agent, pursued Flores Ruiz for the entire length of the courthouse, ultimately apprehended him near the intersection of West State Street and 10th Street. So the judge apparently has created a situation here where you have a public foot chase. And we all know that, well, sometimes they can come off without incident. They can also turn into very dangerous situations.
John, that's exactly right. She put the lives of our law enforcement officers at risk. She put the lives of citizens at risk. A street chase, which is absurd that had to happen. But yes, she put a lot of people in danger. That judge did it. So did the other judge. Judge Cano is charged with, they were allegedly giving him assault rifles, AK-47s, AR-15s, with a suppressor, a known TDA member, letting him go to a shooting range to refine and perfect his shooting skills. What's happened to our judiciary is beyond me.
Yeah, so when the American public hears this and they think these were once upstanding people in their communities and their professions, and they put it all on the line for this, I mean, have you dug into their motive? Like, what inspired them to carry out these acts and harbor criminals?
They're deranged is all I can think of. I cannot believe. I think some of these judges think they are beyond. And
I like Pam Bondi. I'm sorry. She said they're deranged. What else you want me to say?
What else can you call it?
Oh Lord, I like Pam
Why
Bondi.
would you do that?
I mean, have you dug into their motive? Like, what inspired them to carry out these acts and harbor criminals?
They're deranged is all I can think of. I cannot believe. I think some of these judges think they are beyond and above the law, and they are not. And we're sending a very strong message today. If you are harboring a fugitive, we don't care who you are. If you are helping hide one, if you are giving a TDA member guns, anyone who is illegally in this country, we will come after you and we will prosecute you.
This whole story blew my mind, and I can't believe that they will skate. I don't think either one of them judges are going to jail.
Oh,
Prove me wrong, Pam.
So
Bondi.
Joe is in jail. Well, I don't know if he bonded out.
He's out. He got arrested, and the judge said that
he got disbarred.
His BS meter, he has a good BS meter, so I'm gonna let him out.
He got disbarred, so he can't be a judge ever again.
I want to see them arrested. I don't care about none of that. I said, well,
I do. I care about him being able to sit back on that bench. Because what else did he do? What else did he do while he was able to sit on that bench? Who else was he letting go, helping do this and that while he was sitting on that bench?
Yeah,
And
probably a
that's
lot
the
of people.
problem with voting blindly. Most people don't know the judges in their county. They don't like, you don't know who you're voting for. You just, oh, he has a nice name. This is what you get. You get these crazy woke judges. Like, people have to start, like, you have a phone, look the name up. See what they align with. I bet you he got the most wokest record.
He probably does.
Mm-hmm.
He
All you gotta do
probably
is
does.
look. It's crazy.